Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator Rome, where we are currently bulking up our armies in hopes of soon going after Etruria and the smaller nation, also known as Etruria. It's a little awkward. Also, Venice is kind of going ham up here. That's good. They can do that. We're just going to be pushing up this way into these smaller guys for a while, probably, and then we're going to be looking at doing some sort of a war against Carthage. But that's not going to be for a bit. We need to build up before we are ready to do that. And before we can really build up to do that, we need to build up to fight Etruria and consolidate this region here. That's the current goal. And then we're going to push up here, probably. And then once we have essentially, I guess we could call it modern-day Italy under our control, then we can maybe go after Carthage. Although, we'll see if they're too strong by then, because Carthage is also expanding. And that's something we need to be considering. A petitioner approaches. A strapping young adult by the name of Manius Julius Libo approached our consul in private this morning. In a hushed voice, he spoke of a vision of the near future, in which he was found by his loved ones, having been crucified by zealots. With shaking hands, he offered all of his worldly goods to the state, in return for our protection. So we could gain oratory power or money. We have 370 oratory power currently. Is there a cap on that? I don't know. But I'm going to take the oratory power. And we should consider maybe promoting some citizens. So let's see. Recruit cohorts, promote pops. So we want to promote freemen. Does this map mode actually do anything for us? Not really, I guess. We can see that there are a lot of freemen here, actually. We can promote a couple over this way. Okay. We do need there to be some freemen still around, but we can promote a bunch of these. Because we're not going to be using that oratory power for a while, right? So we can go ahead and just spend some of this. Ooh, there's a lot of freemen. And that'll help out our research. See, we're at 205. There are no citizens here. We'll fix that. Okay. What do we got going on down here? Okay, we're at 60 oratory power. We should probably stop promoting. So, what is the supply weight of this? 24. Okay. I can work with that. Yeah, 24 supply weight seems fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring in a few more heavy infantry. Gonna have to wait a couple days until we can get our third unit. There we go. And then we're going to need 2 more units before we have these legions basically where we want them. And then we're going to raise a 3rd legion. So we're going to need another 22,000 manpower. It's going to take a little time. But then we're going to be ready to go to war with Etruria when we have 60,000 men. Hey, our civic advances have advanced. And we have a new ruler. He is very good at oratory and very, very bad at civic. Yikes. Well, we're not going to be getting tech for a little while. It's going to take us 50 months per tech with this leader. Disgusting. Marcus Valerius Corvinius, in his capacity as a general, has begun using his own personal funds to augment the size of his assigned army. He is very loyal. We're unsure whether to applaud his initiative or worry over the intentions behind this action. So he can lose 10 loyalty, or gain 3 units of light infantry? Disgusting. I think we're just going to order the new units to disband. And we need a new Praetor. So let's go ahead and get one. Who is scorned? Well, not Cornelii. Not Fabii. Flavii. This guy could work. Excellent. Our number of scorned families is actually coming down. It's down to 3. Well, that's nice. And of course, our tyranny and aggressive expansion are decaying. So that's also nice. So let's see, we already have 3 on the way over here, so we only need 2 more units of heavy infantry in this legion. So let's go ahead and recruit 1 more as soon as we can. It's going to take, what, 2 more month ticks. What's our supply limit here? 26? Okay, we should be fine. Martial advances! Hey! I like it. Okay, 1 more month tick, and we should be able to build our last unit of heavy infantry down here. There we go. And then we are going to raise up 1 more legion of our very own, and then continue regenerating manpower for a little while, because I don't want to go to war with Etruria with 32 manpower. That doesn't seem like a great idea. Well, what's going on up over here? Oh, Cyrenaica folded. Good for Egypt. So these are all uncolonized cities out in Ireland, eh? Fascinating stuff right there. That might be an interesting game to play, but you need so much population to make it happen. And there's not really a good way, like, to make the colonization happen, right? Because you have to control an adjacent city with at least 10 pops. So when you're starting with only like 2 cities like this with 5 pops each, you're looking at that taking forever. You can transport pops over to here, but you'd have to transport all of them. And this is what? 32 years into the game. So yeah, it would be a very slow start. But let's go ahead and, in Rome, recruit up a single unit of heavy infantry. And that will be the start of our 3rd Legion. I wish we had, like, estates we could poke for manpower. That would be nice. I mean, we could, theoretically, be building a training camp. Again, I really wish at least the tooltip told us how much this would increase the manpower by. Because, like, what's our manpower here? 2. Plus 2. So then it would be plus 2.2. So we gain 0.2 manpower a month if we were to build there. Whereas in Rome, we're gaining 21. So we'd gain 2 manpower a month. That just doesn't... Really? 10%? 10%. That just doesn't seem worthwhile. I don't know. You can build a marketplace and make money, like tons of money, and then just hire mercs. I don't know that that makes sense. Anyway, let's just keep filling out this army. So we don't have a leader for it yet. Let's go ahead and find one. We want one who's kind of old, and hopefully... he's not super old. How loyal is this guy? Only 53%. Maybe he'll get more loyal? Is his loyalty increasing or decreasing? It's going to increase once we give him more units to control, it looks like. So that's okay. We'll continue getting him additional units of archers. So now that he has 2 units of archers... Yeah, so he gets 0.01 per cohort that he's controlling. So his loyalty is going to be increasing very, very soon. So that should be fine. Pillaged. A group of soldiers belonging to the army commanded by Marcus Valerius Corvinus has, while stationed on a peaceful deployment, absconded in order to pillage the nearby city of Thurii. What is more concerning is that Marcus is refusing to punish his legions, citing their extreme loyalty as a reason. We're left in the disagreeable position of having to choose between forcing our general to crucify his own soldiers or appearing weak and soft. We can't help but feel that Marcus knows precisely what he's doing. I mean, it does have to be decimation. Yeah, it has to be decimation. This guy is becoming a problem, though. We could smear his reputation. That's not going to help his army, though. We could reward his veterans. Or we could attempt to execute him. He'd need to be imprisoned first, and to do that, he'd need to not be a general. So we could, I mean... we could fire him. Right? Pretty sure we can. And replace him with somebody else. If he becomes more of a problem, we'll look into doing that. I think right now he's still sufficiently loyal. Yeah, he's still sufficiently loyal, and we can always bribe him if necessary. So I think we're fine there. Now, as far as this guy goes, his loyalty is still a bit in doubt. I need to continue getting him archers. So let's do that. If only we hadn't lost the manpower. Oh well. There goes a bunch of marketplaces, so we should be making some more money now. What is our current maintenance at? We're on decreased pay? Okay. Let's also ignore our garrisons for right now. Because here's the thing, we're going to be losing money right now when we're at max. So that's something we're going to need to be slightly concerned about, because we can't really afford to have 3 legions. But we also can't really afford to not have 3 legions. So it's a little awkward. I mean, we could increase our taxation, but I would really rather not. Well, slaves needed for surplus. That's actually not bad. We can do high transaction taxation. That'll help. How much are we paying each of these? Okay. That makes sense. So let's get another unit of archers for this guy. This will be, I believe, the penultimate unit of archers for this guy. Yeah, looks like it. And then in 2 more month ticks, we will get his final group of archers. And then we're just going to start building up the auxilia. What is going on up here? Hang on. Hang on. What is this war? Sabinian Revolt. Oh, Sabinia has a civil war going on. That's fascinating stuff. So they still have this pocket up here and this pocket down here, but this section revolted. Interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. So his loyalty is no longer changing, but now that he has units under construction, or 1 more unit under construction, his loyalty should start coming back up, which is good. And this guy down here, this jerk, his loyalty should be increasing as well. Yeah, it is a little bit, but because he has a lot of cohorts loyal to him, that's kind of canceling it out. So there is that. That's something we're definitely going to have to consider going forward. But we can also start recruiting in some auxilia for this guy. At least as soon as this month tick happens. There we go. Okay, so it is pretty much time to put a cut in here. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Next episode, we will finish building out this legion. And then hopefully consider going to war with Etruria. Subscribe for more, and I will see you all next time.